Hello, my loves. Welcome into this reading for those who have their sun in the sign of Aries. Happy birthday, my loves. Welcome into this reading. It's so lovely to have you here. I truly love and appreciate all the signs of the zodiac, but particularly the Aries sign that we are celebrating with this Aries solar season. I love the energy of bursting forth that you bring, the beautiful vibration of this courageous, generous, sparky, just can do anything attitude. This independence that you offer is really so supportive for the rest of us in this zodiac story. Somebody had to get it started, and it was you. And I just really appreciate everything that you bring to our journey, to this story, and to our lives. So thank you so much. As you may know, or as you may have heard me say before, the sun sign is just a breadcrumb of your astrological story. But when the sun is in your sign, it's time to celebrate how you shine, your radiance and your power, because that's what the sun really represents in our chart. So most people, like I said, know their sun sign, but think that's all that they are. You are more than just an Aries, my love. But when you are shining and bringing your power and your gift to the world, that is when you are in the Aries vibrations, the qualities of this enthusiasm, this generosity, this sparky spark, get it started energy, this courageous and independent vibration that you bring, this bursting forth head first towards your desires, towards your goals, towards experiences of life. This is an energy that when you shine, when you are just in your own natural power and radiance, this is what you are embodying. This is what you are offering to the rest of us, to this zodiac story. And it really is such an amazing, necessary, beautiful, and inspiring vibration. I love all my Aries. I love the energy that you bring. I love understanding the Aries part of my chart and getting more acquainted with this beautiful, powerful, new energy, new vibration that you bring. So thank you so much. And happy birthday to you. Happy solar return. I hope it's filled with amazing opportunities and experiences and reflections of all that you bring to our lives and this journey. And yeah, I don't have anything else to add to that. So I will tell you that the sun in Aries is in a placement that is called astrologically exalted. See a little halo above the sun that emoji page is holding, Bitmoji page. That is because when Aries is most heavenly, I guess is the best word. It's like the can do no wrong vibration and alignment. Sun loves to be in Aries. Aries loves to be in the sun. The sun's a big fiery ball in the sky. Aries is a big fiery energy. So the exaltation vibration is like the planet's expression at its pinnacle, at its most exalted, most benevolent, highest vibration form. So Sun in Aries is an exalted placement. This is a gift that you have, and most exalted placements don't even recognize that this is a gift, that this alignment is particularly strong for you, that this is a particularly useful, exalted, energetic, heavenly vibration and alignment for you to have. And of course, it depends on other things going on in your chart and what's in relationship to this, how it fully expresses for you. Again, that's why it's just a breadcrumb to know what your sun sign is. But in general, you have a natural gift when it comes to expressing these Aries qualities through your power, through your radiance. And it's almost so natural that you don't even know about it, that it just comes so naturally to you that you're not really even aware of it. So I'm here to bring a little bit more awareness to you of how amazing this exalted sun in Aries really is for you, and how beautiful it is that you are shining in this area of your life, because the sun loves to shine on Aries. Aries loves to have the sun shine on it, and it's a beautiful relationship and marriage between these two archetypes and vibrations. Okay? Amazing. So, the reading intention, as I mentioned in the introduction, if you didn't watch the introduction, you can go ahead and click on the link popping up here on YouTube, or the link in the description to get to that introduction if you want to learn more about these energies and you feel called to check into that. There's a lot going on this Aries season. So check that out if you feel called. But our intention for this reading is to find out how you're being called to act and respond through your power and your radiance, because that's the theme of the sun in any sign, is your power and your radiance. So we're being advised by this card, by our spiritual support team, by those we call in to be here with us in these sessions and in this exploration. They're going to guide us to how to act and thoughtfully respond through our power and our radiance this solar phase. So let's get into it. If you haven't already, close your eyes, taking a few deep breaths, and opened your heart to receive the guidance most aligned for you at this time. I recommend you do that. Call in your spiritual support team if that feels good and right to you. Pause the video if you need more time, as always. And we're going to find out from the Light Seer Tarot. This is the first free live reading that I've done with this deck. Oh. Okay. You popped out. Oh, 2 cards popped out. I'm going to read them both. I don't want to read either of them. Aries. Okay. So, our first card is the Devil. So we're just going to go into the book. And I'm actually going to start with the healing affirmation that this card offers. This is an affirmation I'm going to invite you to write down and repeat at least once a day, multiple times a day. Allow yourself to really tap into the magic of this and the medicine of this affirmation for you. For me, I write down my card notes on an index card. I keep them by my bed. And then I just review them when I wake up and before I go to sleep. But you can put it on a Post-it note in your bedroom or on your mirror, or you can put a screenshot on your phone. Whatever works for you, right? You got to figure something out. Make sure to say this every day. It says, "In darkness, I am free to heal everything." Beautiful. It says, "The devil reaches out his hand, granting a release from the mundane with promises of earthly and material pleasures. While sometimes this release is healthy and necessary, he hides the fact that he offers everything you can become addicted to. From alcohol, drugs, work, and sex to more nuanced addictions like codependent relationships or how others make you feel. Anything that can entrap you or overtake your life can be harmful in excess. The devil is a nudge to delve into your own shadows. He will bring you there, and then it's up to you to either fall fully into darkness or to work on your healing, your own relationship with your own beautiful heart. Illuminate the things that are vying for your time, your energy, and your love that leave you feeling empty. Remember that addictions don't necessarily look scary and demonic until they do. Seek liberation from the bindings that are keeping you trapped and untether yourself. In darkness, look to fragmented aspects of the self as a source of light." Wow. In darkness, I am free to heal everything. Okay. We will talk about that in a moment. Again, as always with my readings, please allow yourself to journal in what is coming up for you. What does this mean for you upon first listening to it, okay? Anything that comes up for you, my whole readings are based on guiding you back to the wise instinctive knowing that exists within you. So this is always an invitation for you to pause and journal before listening to my own interpretation of it, okay? I'm just a guide to guide you back to you. So the more you can tap into what your guidance is telling you about what this card means for you, the better. Okay, 5 of Swords. Here's the affirmation that goes along with the 5 of Swords. The lessons move me ahead, always. You may have experienced an unexpected loss that has left you a little bit sore. Sometimes life just isn't fair, and these inequalities can drain our energy for much longer than they need to. Often it's the fear of failure that does the most draining. If you are feeling outsmarted or outjousted, remember that one chapter does not define you. Wins and losses are part of the human experience, And the keys of self-improvement lie dormant inside the difficulties. Boost your consciousness, upgrade your skills, and build on this experience. In Shadow, we learn that winning isn't everything, especially when deceit is a part of the strategy. The obsessive desire to win can stop us at nothing. The obsessive desire to win can have us stopping at nothing to feel victorious. And in the long run, we risk everything we've built along the way. You may find yourself a few steps backward after winning if you are not bringing your integrity to the games. Wow. Aries. These two cards together. Wow, wow, wow. I need a moment to like tap in and see how this relates to what our intention was. So give me a moment. Journal if you need to. Okay. So the guidance that I'm getting for you, we asked, how are you being called to act and thoughtfully respond through your radiance and your power? And this is a call for you to go into the things that are blocking you. What I was getting when I was tapping in was your power and your radiance are being blocked by these two things. They're being blocked by your addictions. And remember, we can be addicted to anything. If we use it to run away from the shadows within us, it is an addiction. It offers us temporary relief, like his outstretched hand is offering you this temporary relief, but it's always going to be something that you're going to need to keep a relationship with in order to continue to get that relief. And there is no judgment here. We all have addictions. We all have the things that we lean on. And the more that we can open up and understand that there are habits and things in our lives that just are not serving us, the more that we can get the power, get the strength to face it. It's like you're Aries, and instead of like bursting forth and allowing yourself to come into the sunlight, it's almost like your guidance is to burst forth into the shadow and to really be prepared to face head on those things that you're using to avoid the shadows. You're getting called to face the shadows head on, and you have to go through the recognition that some things have been helping you numb yourself out to the awareness of these shadows. So it's like a two-step thing. It's like you got to face the things that you're running to, and then you have to face the things that you're running to that stuff to avoid. Okay? So whatever it is that you're avoiding needs to be faced. But to get there, you have to also face what it is that you've been using as a crutch to keep you from just going in there and seeing these things. The second card, the Five of Swords, is talking about one of these, the other thing keeping you from shining and being radiant is this need to win. And this feeling like you've lost. And because you've lost, it's all over. And, like the card was saying, the only way to win whatever it is that you lost was to play dirty. And it's way better that you played with integrity and lost that way, because now you can learn, now you can grow. If you had won, but you did it through means that weren't aligned with your integral nature, with the truth of who you are, with the love that's in your heart, the light there, you would have been completely, you might have won that, but the karma of that would have come back for you, and you really wouldn't have gained as much as it seemed like you gained in that win. Okay, so there's a forgiveness of the win here, forgiveness of the loss here, excuse me. And this might be related to this shadow. Like, see how they're right next to each other, and it's almost like his hand is like reaching out towards this person. So it feels like maybe the shadow that you have to face is the shadows that have been created in the wake of your losses. Okay. Wow. This was not what I was anticipating or expecting. Um, And I know out of any of the signs, y'all can handle this because you're Aries. Just a reminder that this is guidance to help you shine, to help you be in your power. And this is coming up because you're ready to hear this, because you are capable of going through this evaluation, this really deep look at how this is playing out for you and how you can really truly start to move into, embrace, and open up to your gifts that you offer us as a collective. We need you, Aries. We need you to stand in your radiance. We need you to face these shadows, and we need you to learn from your losses and to keep on getting in the game with your full integrity, with your full heart, which you will be ready to do once you've been able to dive into those shadows and heal everything, as that affirmation is. You can heal everything in the shadows, okay? If you need help going into those shadows, being supported through those shadows, please feel free to reach out to me and or anyone else that you feel called to. If you've been guided to anyone to work with in this area, if there's something that really supports you in this area, please go to those things that are supporting you in facing these shadows and know that you have what it takes. It is important work, and you're not alone in the shadow work. There's so many of us on this planet doing the shadow work at this time. And some of us have been on this path a longer time and may have the ability to help guide you through some of the phases of it that you may be facing at this time. So don't be afraid to reach out to those people and ask for their services, ask for what they can offer you, okay? There's going to be the new moon readings as well, so there might be more advice for you in those readings that can support you in this time. And also, your sun is in Aries, which makes it much more likely that you have other planets in Aries, okay? There's a 1 in 3 chance your Mercury's in Aries, and there's a 1 in 5 chance your Venus is in Aries. The ascending sign moves every 2 hours, so it depends on what time you were born, whether that's in Aries as well. So what I'm encouraging you to do, if you don't already know if you have other planets or aspects in Aries, please go ahead and look at that in your chart, because this may not be the only advice you have during the solar season, and it's certainly not the only advice you have at this time. There is the lunar reading that's going to come after these readings that you can also lean on to support you through this. I want to give you more here. And I just want to be okay, let's go into the shadow right now in this reading. And obviously we can't do that. So just know that my heart is with you. Know that I know that this reading is coming to you because you are ready to do this work. And this is part of tapping into your own intuition, your own guidance on how to best navigate the messages that are coming through here, okay? Wow. I love you, Aries. You guys are so beautiful. You have so much value to offer us in our lives, in this zodiac story. I'm so grateful for the work that you're going to be doing in this area so that you can act and thoughtfully respond with your power and your radiance as you really address the shadows, the addictions that have been helping you keep the shadows at bay or delay the facing of them. And we're going to be looking in there in the shadows for this aspect of the feeling like you have lost, and that you are bitter about that and you don't want to continue to play the game now, okay? That's definitely a shadow that could be in there for you since it came up. Let me know how this resonates. Let me know if you have questions. And as always, namaste. The universal light within me salutes and honors the universal light within you. Namaste.